saw a pretty girl trying to jump off a building. Don't rush to save, because there is a knife on the color word. As an eye monitor, I just saw the color, and wanted to go and save the girl. Was stabbed backhand by a girl. You're out of luck when you meet me. He didn't get it. After this girl follows him every day. I want to stab him every now and then. What the hell is going on? The man's name is Chiorun. It is a half-demon born of the combination of human and demon dreams. Has amazing regenerative capacity. In this world where people and demon dreams coexist. Demon dreams are spirits formed by human resentment. There is good, and there is evil. As a dream hunter, Lisa Future. It is an alien with the ability to manipulate blood. But this ability was considered heresy among outsiders. The entire family was wiped out as a result. He's the only one left. After school, Willie blocked Turin at the school gate again. Kira in sight. He quickly turned and fled. Although I can't beat him. But you can still run, right? It's a pity that Willie is in pursuit. In desperation, Chiorun had to set a trap. Forcibly took control of Willie. Hurry up. Where's the lid belt? In an awkward atmosphere, the blue belly rang out of place. The poor man sighed helplessly. Suggest to invite him to dinner. Two people are sitting in a restaurant. The poor man took the opportunity to bear blue why he always chased after him. Does he really think he is a demon dream? Willie sighed. He expressed that he was not a master in crusading against evil dreams. I have never really fought against the demon dream since I was a child.
The poor understand.
It turns out that Wayland is using him for experience.
Poor people are unhappy.
You fed yourself the wrong dog, even if you don't die. But it also hurts. And the next day, looking to the future of eating a boxed lunch on a park bench, the poor man asked him why he didn't. Is it possible to eat at home because there is a demon dream at home? And I got it right. The little girl panicked. Therefore, Chiorun proposed. Help him solve the drug dream by himself. But I didn't expect Wei Lai to refuse. He expressed his fear of taking his life. I just want to live like a normal person. But his strength doesn't allow him to be ordinary at all. Chiorun listened to this. It resonated in my heart. So he went to Wei Lai's house. As soon as you enter the door, there is a strange atmosphere. The future instantly creates a blood blade ready to launch a surprise attack. Unexpectedly, the demon dream moved extremely quickly. Come up and beg for help. Fortunately, the future will cut it down in time. But Yao Ming stood up again. The future just chased out. The other party entered a violent state. Although the future will crush the opponent with a single blade. But that demon dream actually used Earth Escape. Fascinated the eyes of the future. Then he took the opportunity to run away. The future of anger doesn't want to chase after it anymore. But the poor say they can't get a dime if they give up. You won't be able to eat again tomorrow. In desperation, Wei Lai can only pursue again. The two chased all the way to the roof. But the demon dream playfully grew wings and flew away. Forced Wei Lai to take off the ring on his hand. Liberation full force. A move of Bloodblade, flying will make the demon dream dry. But just when the last knife is replenished, he hesitated for a long time before making a move. However, after the battle ended, Wei Lai also almost passed out due to lack of energy. The poor man hurried forward and carefully bandaged his wound. I plan to take the future to the appraiser tomorrow. Go and sell the defeated demon dream. And they wanted to invite him. Join your own literary club. Future rejected him without hesitation because he doesn't want anything to do with anyone. The next morning, Chiu people brought the future to a photo studio. I never imagined the future. The one who opened the door turned out to be one. Only the demon dream scared him like a great enemy.
And Chiu people.
But he chatted with the demon dream as if nothing had happened. It turns out that this demon dream is a good demon dream. And this photo studio is just a superficial identity. Even the lady boss is a demon dream, still giving the back to the otherworld city. Provide identification services for demon dreams. While Neo is still understanding what is going on, Suddenly, another beautiful senior arrived. My senior's name is Mizuki Nace, is another member of the literary club. Watching the way to school, Chio-rin talks happily with these two muses. Mio is not happy again, rejected her club invitation again. In the afternoon, Chio-rin came to the photo studio again. Send mother's spell postcard. Handed it to the lady boss of Yaomeng. The lady boss of the demon dream cast a little spell. The memory in the postcard is projected. Suddenly, I saw my mother in a cat uniform. Immediately, awkwardly closed the greeting card. But at the urging of everyone, she had to bite the bullet. Play the words of the mother in their entirety. The mother reminds the beggar in the video. There is a very powerful demon dream coming soon. That evil dream is called the Shadow of Nothingness. She has no body. You must not take her lightly. The lady boss of Yaomeng said after hearing it. It's happened before. 5A class alien worlds to engage with it. It didn't last 5 minutes. If the Shadow of Nothingness does appear, the only way is to stay away. D-level demon dreams will also be affected by such a big demon. This may be the reason why the demon dream ran wild last night. After getting down to business, the lady boss of Yaomeng took out the bill. Let the future be identified as last night's demon dream. Future was shocked to see the result. The demon dream he fought so hard was only worth 1,000 yen. But he still keeps the money he earns. Treat the poor to a simple meal. Wei Lai eats seriously. Tell the poor, I hope he doesn't get involved with me again in the future. He doesn't deserve to live happily with everyone, because he used to kill people. These words made the atmosphere extremely heavy. After that meal, Wei Lai has been avoiding Chio-rin. Don't even go to the cafeteria to eat. Of course, it's also because he can only afford instant noodles now. But Chio-rin is once again in a hurry. It turned out a few days ago, Wei Lai encountered another demon dream. When he can't do it, send pets to help him get it every month. But he didn't ask for it. I didn't expect that little demon dream. The price is actually worth 10,000 yen. The poor man said he asked him to transfer the money every month. Helpless to say no. But why is this hand out of control? It's so cute. However, after receiving the money, he quickly left again. This made Chio-rin feel very disappointed. After Mizuki's brother learned of this, call you directly, this kid must be crazy about being greedy for women. Wear broken glasses. Does it smell that good? The angry Chio-rin immediately retorted, that's better than your internal control, and said that when he was alone with Mizuki. Mizuki has already worn several pairs of glasses. I was stolen by the Noi biker girl. Then Mizuki also entered the room, directly interrupt this sex exchange conference, and handed the show a note. Ask him to meet for a meeting on the tram. It is very important that they discuss this matter. Can't be heard by others. It turns out that June Maywet got the information. I think the future should be focused on the Shadow of Nothingness. Those killed by the future. It's his best friend who was once possessed by the Shadow of Nothingness. The future with cursed blood. As a child, he was taken in by a wave of families and suppressed the power of the curse with a ring. He also made his daughter and him good friends. However, the Shadow of Nothingness suddenly came, invaded his best friends. The body protects itself. Wei Lai can only kill his best friend, who is possessed by the demon dream. Since then, Wei Lai has been living in a psychological shadow. Never dare to kill the demon dream again. Living in poverty with no source of income. After learning of this, poor people find the future immediately. I want to tell him it's not his fault. So there is no need to fight the Shadow of Nothingness. But the future doesn't listen at all. Refuse the poor to follow. I have to find revenge on the Shadow of Nothingness alone. Just as the Shadow of Nothingness slowly approached the town, the demon dreams were affected by the strong demon energy. Becomes extremely restless. Anyone who can form a barrier has started to act. Plan to lead the Shadow of Nothingness outside the city. And the future has come to the woods on the outskirts of the city. Prepare to face the Shadow of Nothingness. Unexpectedly, just then, a young girl suddenly fell from the sky. A knife to the future. The future recognizes the identity of the girl. She is the sister of a dead best friend. Apparently, here to avenge my sister. Just as the two confronted each other, the shadow of nothingness is approaching step by step. Lead to the shadow of nothingness. Instantly swallowed the two together. In this strange space, the future finds its power suppressed. And Yubomei is armed with a powerful weapon. Crazy output. His future is losing ground. At the same time, Xiaoren was so anxious that he couldn't sit still. Think about it. Finally, I decided to look for the future. Seeing the future at a disadvantage, Xiaoren forcefully knocked a department apart. Run away with Neo. But they, still trapped in a fantasy created by the shadow of nothingness. Neo time. Finally, I couldn't help but ask why the Chio people came here. Just as the two were arguing, the elevator suddenly turned into a sloping slide. In order not to slip, Xiaoren asked Neo to take off his shoes and socks quickly, then go to the front to explore the way. Finally found the exit. Trust someone to take the future. Hayes stayed at an intersection, trying to confuse a wave of girls with this old-fashioned trick. I chose another direction with the future. Just when they thought they were out of danger, the shadow of nothingness actually appeared in the form of a best friend. The future froze for a while. The poor are shouting in a hurry. That was an illusion. Finally, the future suddenly wakes up. Forcibly break free from control. Changed into a 40-meter-long snow knife. Instantly pierced the core of the shadow of nothingness. And used a bloodbath to kill the game. The strange illusion was also shattered. The crowd looked at the scarred future and wanted to get close to him, but found that the sky was raining with a curse.
Snow rain.
The moment of landing. The land and trees are rapidly eroding. A wave of girls looked at the future and scolded him for the power of the curse. Turned and left, just as the people of Chio were about to come forward to comfort Uli. A black hand passed through his chest. It turns out that the shadow of nothingness has not been completely defeated, and began to erode the bodies of the people of the hill. This scene instantly scared Wei Lai silly. He couldn't help but think back to the scene of killing his best friend. I dare not approach Xiaoren for a while. Xiaoren desperately urged Wei Lai to do it. You can't die. The shadow of nothingness is also extremely weak. This made Wei Lai bite the bullet. He stabbed at Xiaoren fiercely. In that instant, the shadow of nothingness was forced outside the body of the Chio people. The future took advantage of the situation, and the lantern's sword completely wiped him out. Just as the future prepares to run to the hill people, Brother Mei West stopped him. Then, the group quickly laid a barrier around the Chio people, and entered a state of intense combat. It turns out that Xiaoren is a half-demon physique. Once in a state of extreme danger, the dream part in the body will awaken. In the next second, Xiaoren's body changed. Let out the roar of evil spirits. Tear the enchantment to shreds. Just before the town, when destroyed, Meiyu's eldest sister just arrived. Quickly used the great enchantment technique. Blocked Xiaoren's attack. Everyone fell to the ground exhausted. Only Xiaoren stood there alone, looking at Xiaoren's back. It's not good for the future. He seemed to see the lonely and helpless self at the beginning. He finally understands. Xiaoren's pain is far beyond his imagination. He has also been burdened with loneliness that he cannot understand. So the future forms a seal with its own blood. Finally, the congestion in Chio's body was completely suppressed. After the Chio people woke up, look at the destruction around you because of yourself. And a future scarred in my arms. I feel very uncomfortable. Fortunately, after this incident, the future is finally less lonely. He even agreed to join the literary club. There are not only Chio people with eye control in the society. There is also a sister-controlled Miley brother. Brother Mello is like his sister Mello. All outsiders, but because of ability, particularly afraid of cold. So I always wear a scarf. After school, Shirin came to Mizuki's house with her future. This is the place in charge of managing the surrounding city. It is Mizuki's eldest sister who is in charge. Due to the future's previous private approach to the shadow of nothingness, violated the rules. Therefore, it is necessary to put his one-term city qualification temporarily retracted. He was also suspended for a month from the Dream Crusade mission. This means losing a source of income in the future. It made the little girl feel bad. Thanks to the monthly recommendation, she can temporarily work at Yaoming Photo Studio, make a living. Let her dress up as a cute maid to take pictures. But the scale of play here is huge. The demon dream next to Xiao AI. I even took pictures without clothes. We even invite the future to enjoy it together. Months passed quickly. The future of returning to the first world qualification has long been. Wipe your palms and prepare to catch the most valuable demon dream. The lady boss of Yaoming told him. The most valuable fruit-type demon dream at present. It's on the school roof. Catching one can make 500,000. Future rushed over immediately after hearing it. You can't stop asking for help. In the next second, the future will be discovered by the demon dream. Instantly ejected a ton of stinky liquid. Wei Lai only knew. It turns out that once this kind of demon dream senses danger, it spews foul-smelling bodily fluids. Very difficult to deal with. The two went back to take a shower and change their clothes. Decided to try again. This time Wei Lai intends to sneak attack from above. But this evil dream is really cunning. Instantly discovered Wei Lai. Foul-smelling bodily fluids spewed out again. Wei Lai and Xiaorun were both submerged. After some research, everyone has found that zombie demon dreams like to look at beautiful women. So, let the future dress up. Responsible for attracting the attention of the demon dream. Let Mizuki launch a sneak attack from behind the demon dream. However, Mizuki's Shenmo ate too much. I can't climb halfway. Yaoming backhanded and sprayed Mizuki's face. Then a ton of bodily fluids burst. Since the liquid sprayed by Mizuki is the most smelly level, it smells worse than falling into a cesspool unless the demon dream is dead. Otherwise, the smell won't go away for 100 years. So everyone has to wear gas masks. Brother Meiwe, who learned that his sister had been defeated, rushed over. Brother Menua vomited for half an hour before he recovered. To help my sister get rid of the odor. He also joined the crusade against the demon dream. The first thing I do, just shut up the smelly door moon. The third brother and the two laughed so happily. Mizuki went out and gave them a meal. Then he covered himself with a barrier. The odor is finally isolated. To deal with this big-eyed demon dream, the simplest way to do this is to use sound and movement, attract each other's attention. So I just need Miku and Mizuki to sing. Let the demon dream relax its vigilance. And then the BGM goes off. The poor are reminded of one very important thing, the future. This guy's a tone nut. Now you're back and you're completely devastated. I can't count how many baths this is. But the others didn't want to give up, because they already stink to the point where people and gods are angry and being played like this. So no matter what, you have to lie down with that demon dream.
Subsequently,
Everyone reformulated a detailed battle plan. After a week of careful practice, it's finally time to test the results. In order to attract the attention of the demon dream, they decided to do an idol song and dance. This time, everything from the music to the rhythm was flawless. Yaoming was indeed attracted by their performance. Finally hit the finale idol. Let Yaoming Xiao AI completely attract Yaoming. This is the power of youth. Finally, this plan ended in failure. While enjoying campus life to the fullest in the future, Iba Mei is crusading against the demon dream alone, although he has no powers. But the weapon he held gave him great power. It's a pity that this weapon has exceeded his limit. Tired him out. The poor man just happened to find the comatose Ibo girl. So I took him home. Abaimai, who had regained her strength, woke up. And this is when the poor people are marveling at this weapon.
fine.
Now return Ibo Mei's demon dream stone to him. Unexpectedly, The demon dream stone was directly swallowed by the weapon. Original. This weapon can absorb the power of the demon dream, become stronger, and the real purpose of Eba May's crusade against evil dreams. Just to strengthen weapons. Finally, I can use him to kill the future. Unexpectedly, just then, Neo suddenly found the door. Seeing this, Chio people quickly hid Eba girls in the locker, guilty to open the door, trying to persuade Neo to leave. However, Neo saw the woman's shoes at the door. Instant question. Is Chioren looking for a mistress outside? To avoid a bigger misunderstanding, Chio and the two had no choice but to be helpless. Recruited Eba May. After the two entered the room, Ebo has broken the window and escaped. It seems that the hatred between the two must come to an end. So the two made an appointment to fight in a no-man's land. This time the future used all its strength. No matter how powerful the weapon in the hands of Eba May is, can't compete with the future Bloodblade. To tell others that the dead cannot come back to life. He has been suffering for so many years for killing his best friend. Therefore, we must not let the Ebo sister make the same mistake again. Hear my sister's name. Eba May hated her teeth again. But even with anger, he still can't hurt the future. Weapons cannot withstand the future Bloodblade. He slumped on the ground feebly. But just then, his weapons suddenly changed. A wave of girls was actually attacked by weapons. See this scene. Azure rushed up, without hesitation, holding the blood blade. Swing left and right. I did my best to save him. The future knows. Eba's sister has always envied aliens, longing for great power. Little did he know that his alien sister had a future. In fact, I envy the ordinary life. After this engagement, the two finally understand each other. At the same time, the owner of the weapon, the bearded man, also rushed to the scene, picked up this reinforced weapon, ready to get started. Because next, a big demon dream called Calm Wind is coming. The ability of Shura Laiba is the exact opposite of the Shadow of Nothingness. Can greatly weaken the power of demon dreams, even weak enough to be wiped out by ordinary aliens. This aroused the enthusiasm of all the righteous robbers. They're all gearing up, ready to take this opportunity to kill. At this time, the poor man also received a letter from his mother. The letter reminded him to be extra careful, because he is the influence of semi-demon calm phenomenon. It might affect him, maybe even lose the immortal. This made Chioren feel faintly uneasy. The other side, the conflict between the Melaleuca and the Artists Association. More and more powerful. Original. The beard is a commissary of the Artists Association. He took Merlot out. Want to get out of his mouth. Take out the information about the realm analogy. It's a pity. Merlot had no idea what it was. The bearded man told him. The strongest demon dreams often have no corpses. The analogy of realm is that kind of demon dream. If you let it go, could lead to the destruction of the world. Just when the bearded man wanted to plot against Miua arrived in time, got into a fight with the bearded man in the scrap car. Only then did he save his proud sister. At the same time, with the advent of calm, Chioren's half-demon physique makes him particularly vulnerable. There is a demon dream boss lady to protect him personally. Unexpectedly, Rose Huo took the opportunity to steal the house. Prepare to take the Chio people away. The lady boss of Yao Meng will naturally not let him succeed. Straight on the weakened low buff. The bearded man fights. Too bad, he didn't count. The bearded man even used a wave of girls' weapons. Backhand fucked the lady boss. At this critical juncture, Sister Miyu arrived in time. Take care of this scumbag. A fierce battle ensued between the two sides. The bearded man shoots decisively, but was easily blocked by Sister Miyu. Backhand to the bearded man and the thump, and took the opportunity to imprison him. The bearded man is ready. Only his stand-in is imprisoned, but he didn't wait for him to be proud. Sister Lung Yu launched another attack. Wound him. The bearded man knows he can't win. Make an explosion now. Take the opportunity to run away. At the same time, Xiao-Run in the photo studio is also gradually being possessed by demons. Dream control future back to view. Found out that Xiao-Run had been demonized. Xiao AI, who was taking care of Xiao-Run, passed out on the ground. In the future, quickly hand over Xiao AI to the lady boss. Leave yourself to face the Qiu people controlled by the demon dream. The demonized Qiu people are really strong. Sister Meiwei was just about to control him. He escaped with a fire blast. Brother Meiwei and Meiwei then rushed to Qiu's house. As a result, the Qiu people were not found, but found a photo of the future. However, when I see that my birthday is missed by Qiu people,
Touched by the future.
the determination to retrieve the Qiu people has been strengthened. However, the human and demon dreams in Qiu's body have lost their balance. Go on like this. The demon dream part will banish his human part. Then he will no longer be a half-demon. It is a world-destroying demon dream with immortality. So Sister Meiwei warned Neo. Once you meet a Hillock, he had to be killed. Neo is deeply torn, but he knew it might be the only way. The next day, Brother Meiwei called Neo to the school rooftop. It is likely that his eldest sister used the frozen enchantment. It weakens the human part of the people. Then he secretly opened his sister's study, looking for the truth about my sister's insistence on killing the Qiu people. Original. There is a part of the metaphor of realm in the body of the Qiu people. In order to destroy the realm half a year ago, Sister Meiwei, please get rid of Qiu-Run in the future. I want to use this record to reinvigorate the family's reputation. But he never expected. Future and Qiu-Run have become good friends. And even the cursed blood of the future. There is no way to kill Qiu-Run, who has an immortal body. That's why Sister Mizuki warned the future. Keep your distance from Qiu-Run. If the metaphor of laissez-faire, ultimately, it will destroy the world crisis. So Sister Meiwei took advantage of the calm weather. Wait for this evil dream to come. Weaken the human part of the hill people with the frozen enchantment. Let the weakened demon dream part take the lead. Let the future take the opportunity to kill the Qiu people. But seeing the future that refuses to start, Meiyu told him, there is a way to keep the poor alive. That is to sacrifice your future self. With all his blood and strength. Take the metaphor of realm out of the poor. Although so, the future will be fully attacked by competitive metaphors. But the poor can at least survive. Future made a decision without hesitation after hearing it. Immediately passed the positioning paper given by Sister Meiwei. Found the hill man. At this moment, he is imprisoned in the enchantment. The future looks at the unconscious Qiu-Run. Mixed flavors in my heart. Then the phone rang. Brother Meiwei, who learned the truth, just wanted to tell him to stop. But the demonized Qiu people have already launched an attack. In the future, I have no choice but to take off the ring that suppresses my strength. Do your best to attack the Qiu people. After a desperate struggle, finally pierced through the chest of the Qiu person, drain their blood, successfully stripped the competitive metaphor from the Yao people. But Lisa's future was also lost as a result. 3 months later, the Qiu people finally woke up, lost the ability to immortality, looking at the glasses left by Azure. Heart full of loss, because during this time, he had a long dream. In the dream, Azure has been taking care of him. The two of them lived a happy campus life. But dreams will eventually wake up. Before the power is almost exhausted, Azure told Qiu-Run the truth of everything, and said he couldn't kill Qiu-Run. I don't want to kill him either. In a sea of dying sunflowers, the future is on its toes. He wanted to kiss Qiu-Run at the last moment, but I still can't do it. After saying that, he cried and said goodbye. When Qiu-Run woke up, he opened his eyes. The future is gone. Only his. The red-rimmed glasses. The Yu brothers and sisters told him, now you are not immortal, because the competitive metaphor has been stripped away. Just being alive is a miracle. So cherish life. But poor people always think things are not that simple. because only he, to hear strange sounds outside the world. To find out, he found Mizuki's eldest sister alone again. Sister Mizuki told him, "This metaphor of thorns is very harmful. The world will be destroyed if it is not destroyed. Only Lisa, with cursed blood, the future can be destroyed.
So,
There must be a sacrifice between the future and the poor, and the future chooses to sacrifice itself, just to keep you silly boy alive." These words cut Chiyo-ren's heart like a knife. A wave of girls who guessed the ending kicked him to the ground in anger. He lay motionless on the ground. Let a wave of sisters scold. Suddenly come home. Flipping through my phone, I found a text message from the future. The future in the text message says, he was grateful that the blood of the curse flowed through his veins, although it is often rejected, but precisely because of this power, he can save Chiyo-ren. To meet him in this town, living with Chiyo-ren made him feel extremely happy, and hope that Chiyo-ren can be like an ordinary person. Live well. Chiyo-ren looked at these words, instantly very sad. Little do they know that the future is actually still alive, and there are still battles in the game, even because I miss the Chiyo people too much. He also created a puppet of the Chiyo people to accompany him, and at this time, the huge enchantment in the sky. It's a metaphor for the realm without corpses. The barrier depicted. At the same time, the bearded man also uses his strange weapon, enhanced to the extreme, launch into the air. Help the other side of the competition destroy the world together. The other side of the competition starts to absorb like crazy. All evil dreams. Even the lady boss and Xiao AI were involved. At this critical moment, everyone received a strange poster at the same time. It says Lisa is not dead in the future. Ask everyone to gather at the Literary and Artistic Club, just after everyone came to the school in doubt. And it turns out that the person who gathered them was the poor man's mother.
poor people are unhappy.
When is this? You're still being rude. Chiyo-ren's mother quickly told everyone. The future is indeed alive, and information that is fighting in the enchantment of the sky.
To prove what he said,
Chiyo-ren's mother took out a piece, the demonic dreamstone that fell off Chiyo-ren's body. Explained that this is part of the realm metaphor. As long as the Chiyo people fuse with this demon dreamstone, he can enter the barrier. Although the Chiyo people have lost the characteristics of their immortality, but he did not hesitate to choose to save the future. Under the guidance of the Demon Dream Master, Chiyo people's puppets are also attracted by real Chiyo people. Rise into the air. This merges the two into one. Let Chiyo-ren successfully enter the enchantment. Finally found Wei Lai covered in scars. Hold him tight in your arms. Wei Lai looked up. He looked at Chiyo-ren in disbelief. Reproach him for wasting his good intentions. Just as the two were arguing for each other's sacrifice, the other side of the competition is on the offensive again, just about to hit the future. The ball man rushed forward desperately. He actually drew the attack with his right hand. It turned out that when I absorbed the demon dream, his right hand has gained the power of metaphor, can compete with each other.
and here's the thing.
The lady boss and Xiao AI who were sucked in joined the fight, allowing players to confront their own dark side. Passers-by did their best to beat up another self. Finally, rain hailed the competitive metaphor into my body. The greatest crisis has finally been lifted, but the power has not yet come and will disappear with my sister. Because the real her no longer exists. The future tears and tells the poor frankly how much I like him.
Poor people do their best.
It just grabbed the ring left in the future. Life returns to peace, except for the disappearance of the future. The world doesn't seem to have changed. Until one day, suddenly, I found that the future ring had disappeared in my hand. He seemed to have a premonition of something. Immediately run to the school rooftop. Sure enough, the future turned its back on him. Like when they first met. Stand there quietly. Competitive metaphor. Season 1 is over. I have to. This is indeed a fantasy story. Wonderful two-way love animation. male protagonist and female protagonist. They all have unique identities and powers, so it's not taboo from an early age. That's why the world hates you. But the heartwarming thing is, they are, at least in this dangerous world, found each other in the details of the emotional drama. This one can be said to be the ultimate, even overshadowed the gorgeous battle and beautiful animated scenes. However, although competitive metaphors in visual effects and character settings, widely acclaimed, but its complex world setting and a slightly more rapid plot development, it also makes it difficult for many viewers to keep up, especially the ending. It doesn't say how Lisa will be resurrected in the future. It feels like a happy ending.
To understand why.
It can only be revealed through the follow-up special. Finally, remember to help Sister Gwen follow and like it.
See you next time.